What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late night agenda recorded edition, because unfortunately I was having broadband issues during the live stream, which meant it was lagging intermittently, and I don't like to deliver a poor product to you guys, so this is my apology video. So I'm going to go through all the news stories from today, including the Trent Alexander-Arnold claim. We're going to be speaking about a Real Madrid player that's been once again linked to Liverpool. We're going to speak about a youngster who signed his first professional contract at the club, and lots more over the course of the next 10 to 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do, but of course, you know what I'm going to ask you guys. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, but most importantly, we would love you to hit that subscribe button. Also, a little reminder, 1 month from today, we are going to be at the magnificent Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool for our latest Anfield Agenda live show. Myself, Mr. Paddy Doyle, and Mr. Carl Porter, as well, of course, Mr. Conor Crosby, will be coming to you guys on the night. We'll have live music, a stand-up comedian, and then myself and Conor will do our bit as well. You can get your tickets to this show with the link in the description of this video. Tickets are priced at £20, and it is an all-ages event, meaning everybody is welcome to come along. So I'm going to get straight into it now and start off with the Trent Alexander-Arnold claim that was put out today from TBR Football. I believe the piece was written by Graham Bailey as well. And TBR Football have claimed that 26-year-old defender Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to stay at Liverpool Football Club after starting talks for a new contract. Not only that, they go on in more detail to say Liverpool have offered Trent a huge contract at the club, and his new wages will make him the highest paid English player in the Premier League and would put him on parity with Mohamed Salah as Liverpool's top earner at the club, which means he'd be on about £350,000 a week. Now, as always, I have to say, take this with a pinch of salt. It's up to you whether you believe these stories or not. For myself, I'm waiting for the likes of Paul Joyce, I'm waiting for David Lynch, David Ornstein, somebody else to give us this news. But it's certainly better hearing and reading this stuff than hearing about Trent leaving Liverpool Football Club. So that's where we're at on that one. Again, £350,000 a week is the claim. No length of contract mentioned, but you'd have to imagine whatever the deal may be, it would be a 5 or 6 year deal, which would tie Trent down to the peak years of his career with Liverpool Football Club. Now, speaking of tying players down, Liverpool have today confirmed that Trey Neone has signed his first professional contract with Liverpool Football Club, and a massive congratulations to Trey Neone from all of us, and I'm sure from all of you guys as well. What an exciting talent. Really looking forward to seeing his career develop. This comes off the news as well that Jarell Quansah extended his contract last week. But we all want those 3 big contract renewals, right? Ibrahima Konate is another one that the club have to get done. But we're all anxiously awaiting news of Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. So, please get it done, lads. Please get it done as soon as possible. Next up is another addition to Arne Slot's backroom staff, actually, and they've gone in and raided his former club here. So Roderick van der Ham, video analyst at Feyenoord, is making the switch to Liverpool according to 1908 Netherlands. The English club, where Arne Slot is at the helm, has managed to lure the analyst away. So another addition to his backroom staff, and look, the more the merrier. Anything that makes Liverpool better. If Arne trusts this guy, good, that's good enough for me. Welcome to the football club. Also, news today, I'm sure you've seen this as well, Thomas Tuchel is the English national team manager moving forward. He's going to sign an 18-month contract that will see him take over from Gareth Southgate and obviously interim coach Lee Carsley. Love to know your thoughts on that. Not really Liverpool related, but it's a big deal, so I thought I'd mention it to you. Also, while we're having a little bit of a laugh, let's have a laugh at Manchester United, who, well, again, are showing their cheapness at the minute. So, Ineos have decided to cut Sir Alex Ferguson's multi-million-pound ambassadorial contract with United, according to the Athletic's Adam Crafton. Alex Ferguson will remain as a non-executive director at the club and still obviously welcome to attend games. It's very nice of them, isn't it, letting him go to games in the stand named after him without having to pay for a ticket. I mean, well done, Jim. Not at all cheap there, fella. Not at all embarrassing for United. Not even in the slightest. Now, speaking of good news, and that was good news as far as I'm concerned, because anything that makes United a little bit more shitty, that's good news for me. Want to say congratulations to Curtis Jones and his partner Safi Khan on the birth of their first child. Always a massive moment in anybody's life, so congratulations to Curtis and his partner, and wishing nothing but years of happiness and love there. So well done to everybody on the birth of their first baby. Rafael van der Vaart has been speaking a little bit, by the way, about Virgil van Dijk and how much he was missed missed in that Dutch national team during their loss to the Germans. It said, "I don't easily get ashamed of the Dutch national team, but today I did," said Rafael van der Vaart. "We attribute so many qualities to them, but it's completely wrong. You can analyse it, but everything just goes wrong. Then we have doubts about the absence of Virgil van Dijk. Of course you're going to miss him. All well and good having Mickey van der Ven, but this is no Virgil van Dijk." And sometimes that's what it takes, right? Players to not be there, and pundits or fans to realise what a difference this player makes. So Liverpool, I hope you're taking note of this, because I've no doubt in my mind that Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk is going to be better than Liverpool without Virgil van Dijk. So once again, please get those contracts sorted. A little bit of news on Jadon Danns as well, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the Real Madrid stuff. I will get to that in a second. Jadon Danns, positive news here from James Pearce, who say young striker Jadon Danns, who has been sidelined since pre-season with a stress fracture in his back, the 18-year-old academy graduate has been given the green light to step up his recovery with the club's under-21 squad. His training load is being gradually increased before he returns to action with Barry Lutas' side. Now, this obviously follows on from David Lynch telling us when we spoke with him recently as well that he was back running, and this is just another step forward for Jadon Danns in his return from injury. I'm intrigued to see when he does get back up to full fitness, maybe get some minutes under his belt, what Liverpool's plans are for Jadon for the remainder of the season. Will he go out on loan, or will Arne Slot look to keep him around and maybe provide extra strength and competition for that centre-forward position? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Omar Marmoush, a name that has once again been linked to Liverpool. Egyptian journalist Lauds Marmoush is the title of this one. And it said, speaking to Bild, Tarek Metwali said of Marmoush, "Everybody here in Egypt is predicting a very great future for him. In my opinion, Marmoush is in a better position than Mohamed Salah was at his age. If he continues like this, he'll be better at some point. Salah was initially characterised by his speed, then developed further. Marmoush, on the other hand, is also very fast, but already has other skills. Some people in Egypt would love to see him in the Premier League, especially at one of the top clubs. I'm not exaggerating when I say that Frankfurt's last game against Bayern was watched by Egyptian fans in a similar way to Salah's games with Liverpool, for example, against Manchester United, Manchester City or Real Madrid." So I don't know if anything will come of this interest from Liverpool in Omar Marmoush, but the dude is certainly doing well this season with Frankfurt, so these are the type of players we should be looking at getting linked to. Now, for those of you who've patiently waited, I'm going to give you the news that came out of Le Foot, a French magazine today, and they say Rodrygo, yes, Rodrygo Goish, the Brazilian player, is not happy with his playing time at Madrid, with indications that a change of scenery could benefit his career. Goes on to say he was already mentioned at Liverpool as a potential Mohamed Salah successor with a price tag of £83.5 million. And I have to say, I don't want to lose Mo, but even if Mo stays, if he's available for £83 million, I would love Liverpool to be in the conversation. He's a player that Liverpool tried to sign when he was still in Brazil. We didn't get the deal done. A while later, he signed for Real Madrid. And look, I don't blame him for maybe looking around at his career trajectory at the minute. You've seen Mbappe come in there, Bellingham come in there, obviously Vinny Jr.'s there. They have lots and lots of talent, so I'm not surprised that maybe he's looking around and thinking, I probably could do with a move somewhere, and I would be very pleased if it was Liverpool Football Club. Another few bits and pieces before we finish up today. Liverpool have ended their deal with Neuro 11, a club that Jurgen Klopp, or excuse me, a company that Jurgen Klopp brought in to work with Liverpool to try and improve decision making, how you handle those big moments, and lots of other bits and pieces that quite simply an idiot like me isn't qualified to speak about. But we did get confirmation today that Arne Slot has opted to do without their services, meaning that Liverpool and Neuro 11 will no longer be working together. That pretty much is it, ladies and gentlemen, other than the news that we do have the official sorted out for the weekend's game against Chelsea. The referee for the game is going to be John Brooks. His assistants are going to be Simon Bennett and Darren Kahn. Fourth official, Craig Pawson. And VAR for the game will be Michael Oliver, with Stuart Burt as his assistant VAR. So that is pretty much it from me today. I do apologise again for the intermittent Wi-Fi issues earlier on. Hopefully it'll be all fixed and ready to go tomorrow. Appreciate your support of the channel as always here, my friends. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section on everything I spoke about in this video. And of course, anything around Liverpool Football Club as well. I will be back tomorrow at 8:45 with the late night agenda, as well as having a video out early tomorrow evening for you guys to get caught up on the latest news since we last spoke. To then, I can only say thank you again for everything that you've done for us and your continued support of the channel. It doesn't go unappreciated. It really does matter to us, and thank you for everything. I'll catch up with you soon. Again, talk to you tomorrow. Much love, my friends. Bye-bye.